and sit down.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Newest Gun Guy. Used to be the Newest Gun channel on YouTube. Welcome back to another truck talk where we hit on a ton of different wide range of things. You never know, we're gonna hit on firearms, we'll hit on us personally, or we'll hit on society and stuff like that. You never know what is going on. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you get and hit it to all, so you get all the notifications of when truck talks and all the other videos come out, and so you don't miss a single thing. And then head on over to Twitter at Newest Gun Guy, and then links in the description and all that stuff. Y'all are lucky, extremely lucky, because I wanted to make this video yesterday. Because yesterday morning I woke up, I get on my social medias, so I'm looking through there, and on Instagram, Mr. Guns and Gear posted a video of, I'm not sure where the protest was at, but there was I think it was a defund the police protest going on one side of the street, an anti-protest to that one on the other side of the street, and then a vehicle drives down the street, looks like they're turning right at the red light, like they're on a corner, at which time they come to a stop. They are now swarmed by their vehicle. The defund the police protest swarms their vehicle, at which time a gun is produced from the protesters. After they're beating on the windows and stuff like that, a shot is fired into the vehicle. I think that one is the one that struck the driver. I don't know the status of the driver or anything like that. The driver then decided to drive away. As they were driving away, which I probably would have drove away sooner, another shot was fired through the back passenger window, and all the windows were down, so both of those windows were shattered. Later on, another vehicle pulls up. Same gun was produced by the same person, and the butt of the gun was smashed up against one of the windows and shattered that one as well. So y'all are really lucky. Y'all really lucky, because if I would have recorded this yesterday morning after I saw this, it probably would have gone viral, but it probably wouldn't have been good for me, because man, I was heated, and I thought about it this morning too, and I'm still pretty warm about it. Maybe not lukewarm, a little step above lukewarm. But what in the world is going on in our society today? What is happening? I used to say it like, what is going on? I used to say it kind of as a joke, because like, we're the most materialistic, money-centric people in the entire world, and we're shutting down businesses, and it makes sense, because it's for it's for coronavirus and that stuff. So I mean, it makes sense, but I would say it as a joke. Like, what is going on? Like, this is some crazy times, and we are living in some crazy times right now. But now it's just like, at what point did it become okay to shoot a round off into someone's vehicle to help your cause and stuff? And don't tell me it's for Black Lives Matter or defund the police or some of these other protests and stuff like that, because it's not. Then what does this solve? It doesn't solve anything. All it does is just hurt people. It doesn't do anything good. If you want to truly affect change, which is the point of why I started this channel. Why I started this channel was I wanted to sit people down one-on-one, or maybe one-on-two, whatever. And I wanted to sit down and get to them on a one-on-one basis. Understand where they are coming from, and let them understand where I'm coming from, to know why I love firearms, why I believe that they are very important to our society, and that stuff. And then that's how you truly affect change, is understanding, sitting down and talking with somebody, not firing a round off into someone's vehicle. What if there was an infant in the back and that round would have hit somebody? Like, I just don't understand why, if something wrong happens, we have to immediately just punish every single body for every little thing. Now, let's say for argument's sake, for pure argument's sake, devil's advocate here, that driver drove up, was flipping them off and cussing them out and all that stuff. Is that still right to shoot through their windows at them? No, it's not. The point of a firearm is to defend yourself and defend others. Not from words, but from physical harm. Now, I could go out here and I could take an AR and shoot it off in the air and yell, 2A's awesome, yeah. I could do all that, but I don't, because I understand people will drive by, and even if they're for firearms, they're like, well, you're being dumb about it. And if they were against firearms, they're like, you're really dumb about it. And my face is getting red, because I genuinely don't understand what is happening. If you want to do truth, I have some friends that I have one that helped lead a Black Lives Matter march, and there's amazing people out there doing amazing things, trying to help better the community, better our society as a whole in America. And And I see stuff like this, and I'm like, man, you're just hurting the people that are trying to effect real change. Like, there is absolutely injustice in this world, in all levels. In the black community, there's injustice. There, when all this stuff started up, you got to kind of see a little bit of the real side of some people and stuff, and things as a whole in our society needs to change. But this sure isn't a way of doing it. Firing a round off into someone's car absolutely is not okay on any level. I don't care what your cause is. It could be something. It could be for Second Amendment and 2A rights and all that stuff, and firearms and stuff like that. And I tell you right now, if you fire a round off into someone's vehicle, then most of the 2A community would probably come down on you. I know, and I just made the video about Ken and Karen, and that, and that was kind of to have a little fun with it and stuff. But if there's any video that people in the firearm community should be going wild about, it should be this one. Because what I've found in a lot of the people that have firearms and stuff like that is none of us want to ever have to use our firearm. Other than being at the range and shooting shooting paper and shooting steel targets and that stuff, and watermelons and whatever else. That's the only time we truly want to use our gun. For 99% of us. Now there's a small 1% that is Looney Tunes anyways. But guys, none of us want to actually use our firearm on another person. And that's something I think that gets lost and stuff. But then you end up with people like this. Man, like, it's not okay. It doesn't affect change. And we've come to a point now that it's like, you've done something minor to me, so I'm going to take it 10 steps. I'm not going to take it 1 step. I'm going to take it 10 steps past where you took it. Now, I don't know if this person did flip them off, cuss them out, or whatever when they drove up, or if they were literally just driving in their car up to a red light to make a turn when the shot was fired and stuff. But man, this is ridiculous. Absolutely. It doesn't affect any change. If you want to truly affect change, well, okay, in my job, something cool that every single time I hit the steering wheel. In my job, I get to meet some pretty cool people. Some people higher up in state government. I've met a couple of governors. I get to do some cool things. I get to meet some cool people. One of the people I've gotten to meet, I've only met him for a handful of minutes, was a guy named Daryl Davis. Daryl Davis is a black man in America who affects change by sitting down one-on-one with Klans members. Let me say this again. This is a black guy named Daryl Davis who sits down and talks with Klans members across America. Now, some of y'all are going to be really curious and going to go look up Daryl Davis. But he sits down and he understands that screaming at somebody, screaming at them, is not the way to solve something. That if you want to truly solve something, if you want to change people's minds, you have to sit down and see where they are coming from. They have to see where you are coming from. Eventually, I think the first one I think it's kind of a little more impromptu stuff that when he started, and the way that he ended up getting, I think Imperial Wizard or something, maybe it was the highest ranking in either Alabama or the highest ranking in America, period. And befriended the guy, went over to his house and ate dinner all the time with him and his wife. And then eventually, he stepped down and from his position in the KKK. Change isn't radical. It doesn't happen. It's not a what is it? Vinegar and what's that thing called? Baking soda. It's not vinegar and baking soda mixture where it's immediate. Like, it takes time. Like, you got to change people's minds one mind at a time. And there's so many times, man, that I'm like, oh, my phone's going dim. There's so many times that things can be done so much in a different way. And I'll probably make another video on change and stuff like that. But guys, Like, don't. And if you are against guns and you are anti guns and all that stuff, us that own firearms, us that shoot quite a bit, we do not support what that guy is doing in any form or fashion. Any form or fashion. It is completely reckless, completely dangerous, and we are totally against it. I am anyways. I don't know about anybody else. But guys, if you want to truly affect change, you gotta sit down and have understanding and have talks. Like, no matter if it's about race, guns, political status, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. And that's... doing something like that is not right. It's not right by any means. I've gone and rambled long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. And then I'm sure I probably left this video rolling, just because I just want y'all to see how real I am. I had a bunch of stuff to say, and I guess I've forgotten most of it. But guys, the point of this channel was to affect change, to meet with people one-on-one or two-on-one or something, and I wanted to have an understanding of where they were coming from and why they don't like guns, and I want them to understand why I do like guns and why I think they're important to our society. And it's coming. I haven't posted a video yet about it, but it is coming. And a little promo, and go ahead and hit that subscribe and the notifications bell to all, so you don't miss any of those videos when they come out. Because I've been doing this for a few years now, and I'll do it real impromptu. Someone will say something about firearms, and I'll say, oh, okay, well, blah, 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 and then we'll start going back and forth. Like, there's one person who I totally plan on having on the channel. I've been talking to her for 2-3 years. And slowly, like, I have her convinced that she will go shooting with me. And she was one of those, like, yeah, you can have guns, just not remotely close to me. Like, way over there. Alright? But now, like, through her sitting down and understanding where I'm coming from and having more knowledge about firearms, she now is willing to go shooting. They're willing to try it anyways. And that's all you can ask for, is someone to try it out. But, alright guys, that's going to wrap things up. Love and appreciate you all so much. Make sure you share this video everywhere. I'm not trying to be a big social movement person or anything like that. I just want to affect change, and let people see. People say, why you get mad all the time? I'm like, I get mad over stupid things. Stupid things is when I get mad. And this is one of those stupid moments that I can't stand to see. I can't stand to see it. Man, I'm losing my voice. I did a lot of videos yesterday, and voice is about half past shot. So I've rambled on long enough. Subscribe, hit the notifications bell to all. Give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, please. Share it everywhere. Send it out to all your friends and family and stuff like that, so we can truly make change in the proper and the right way possible. And I guess I'll finish with this. I'm fully for protest. Protest your little hearts out as much as you possibly can, no matter what your cause is. If you truly think it is right, protest and stuff, but do it in the right way. Don't affect harm on other people that haven't done you wrong. Alright guys, love and appreciate y'all. Twitter at Newest Gun Guy, and Patreon is down in the description. All the money in Patreon goes straight back into the channel, more than likely right now for ammo, because we balling on a budget around here. Alright guys, love and appreciate you all. Share the video. I'm gonna stop talking, and always remember, keep your barrel pointed downrange. Why do I always do these on the hottest days in the world?